Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Poppy with Poppy's Profits. We're here today to go over a little bit of news. Basically, everything's going according to plan. With the S&P just ticking a little higher once again, super low volume, staying very low. Little red yesterday, super low volume today. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure who's still buying this stuff, guys. I do know there will be people selling it though. So let's move on to gold. Gold beginning to kind of make that move down into this range that we were talking about before that next move up. I would not be surprised to see it just hold here. But again, we could easily see it just come down and touch the support before, moving off. However, looking at this activity on a smaller time frame, we do see this big dump and kind of consolidated and then got bought right back up. So that's interesting. Happened pretty quick, although it could easily just roll over and come back down. So I would be short gold right now, personally, on a day-to-day basis. Let's see. Make sure my microphone is heard. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the bad mic there. Had to put my microphone in. And there we go. So gold, coming down. Let's see. My cat's doing something weird back there. What are you doing, Cody? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see it come out here. Also, see it just come up. But yeah, I wouldn't really, there's not even volatility in gold. I don't even really trade gold, so there's not really a point discussing long versus short unless you're using leverage. But I don't recommend using leverage. I don't like using leverage personally. Let's see. And then, okay, so we're on the Shiba chart now. Well, before we do Shiba, let's do Bitcoin. Shiba is obviously looking spectacular. Bitcoin, I'm really going to have to sign up for this trial here, aren't I? Aren't I, team? Yeah, so we got this kind of bullish structure coming in. That's kind of taking away from this bearish formation, the fact that we're kind of making higher lows and then into higher highs and stuff like that. It could easily come into here, come into this range, which again would be conducive to that pump. And over the past day, it was up. It is, as gold has kind of gone down, this has kind of gone the opposite way, setting up for that, counterintuitive narrative. Oh, here comes my puppy. What's up, buddy? What's up, bye-bye? But yeah, setting up for that counterintuitive, Bitcoin is the new inflation hedge, right? To kind of just sucker the last few people in. Again, guys, it's really Asia and Eastern countries. Asia, India, China, Japan. Not really Japan. Although I think it's kind of difficult to buy precious metals there. But yeah, Asia's been buying precious metals, and again, they were primarily the early adopters of a lot of the cryptocurrencies. And so what you're kind of seeing is people in the United States are buying the cryptocurrencies, poo-pooing gold and silver, while in Asia, gold and silver has always been very popular, and it seems as though they're now selling the cryptocurrencies and just buying more gold and silver, which I think would be supportive to a bull rally in the decade ahead, as we see global power shift a little bit. Just a little bit more come over to those Eastern nations. So yeah, let's get into Sheeb here. Sheeb looking really solid, come back, had a little retracement. Just super strong move yesterday. Came back down on a retracement. Again, just looking at this fractal here, we do see one down day just before the massive moves up, which this looks like is setting up for. I think we'll get that big move up in Bitcoin later this week as we see the S&P topping out. Um, so yeah, just on that note, you see J.P. Morgan still bearish on Bitcoin, expects to climb to 25,000. So what that means is you should expect an incline to 50,000. So that's what that means. Um, then we have this here. This is interesting. You see the volumes are lower as Europe and other countries, other emerging markets are more attractive simply from a return on investment standpoint. Not to mention, just fundamentally, a lot of countries seem to be less complacent than a lot of the workforce in the United States. So that might be why we're having a labor shortage. Basically, people don't want to go back to work. Um, yeah, and then we see Goldman Sachs even coming out and acknowledging that there will be a downturn coming up this year. I think these articles come out to soften the blow and to create the buy the dip mentality. So I think this, although sometimes articles are counterintuitive, this I tend to agree with. As call it a bias, whatever. I tend to agree with this, although I do think that the trick here is it's going to be a little bit more than just 17. I think 17 is a good number as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be more along the lines of 80%. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And that's about it. Just really brief update today. Not a lot going on here. Just everything more or less going according to plan. Take a look at silver here. Actually, we'll take a look at oil too. Yeah, silver is holding up much better than gold, and just this type of structure in silver is making me think we might not see a big decline in gold down to that support level that we were just talking about, because this looks super bullish, and I think I think precious metals in general are pretty bullish. Commodities too. Just look at this oil chart. Looks pretty crazy. Looks ready to just absolutely blow up to the upside. Running into that resistance there. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of resistance there. But looks ready to just, blow up right here, probably come here, and then come back down is what I would imagine. Come in here, touch the $100 range, get really close to $100, then come back down. Maybe during another type of deflationary event, another type of deflationary scenario. Anyways, guys, that's it today. Just a really quick update. Gamestop again. They're just, this is really just hedge funds just, biding their time, buying up what they can before you skyrocket. Again, all these trades seem to have an inverse correlation to S&P. So we will see. We'll see how this week carries on. We'll see where the week takes us. We'll see if we can get that deflation going in the equities market, which I think will kickstart all these other moves to the upside as money shifts from the old system to the new. All right, guys, that's it today on Poppy's Profits. Cheers and have a great day. Ta-ta.